Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing Mace Windu Jedi of the Republic by Matt Owens, and let's begin. Well, Mace Windu Jedi of the Republic is a comic miniseries, which was a 5-issue comic miniseries from Marvel, and this is part of the new canon timeline, and this is set during the events of the Clone Wars. The characters are Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Rissa, and Proset. And it starts off with Mace Windu and Ki-Adi-Mundi talking, and then Mace Windu is, saying how the Jedi are about peace, and then Ki-Adi-Mundi is talking about how their new role is going to be general, so they're talking about pretty much, because this is set when the Clone War, at the beginning of the Clone Wars, probably not far after Attack of the Clones, and then Mace Windu talks with the Council, and then Mace Windu is sent on a mission with Kit Fisto, Rissa, and Proset to the planet Hisrich, if I said that right. Then they arrive on the planet. Then they fight. Droids, and then also in the bit we are introduced to one of the main villains, ADW4, which is a droid, and then the Jedi go into the caves, and then as they go through the cave, they fight more droids. Then Mace Windu first encounters ADW4. Then after their fight, they get pretty much fall, and then there's a bigger droid, and then one bit we get a flashback of ADW4 talking with General Grievous. Then we go to the present day with Mace Windu and Rissa fighting more droids. Then we have Kit Fisto and Proset fighting the monsters. So we have a bit where Mace Windu and Rissa are together. Then we have Kit Fisto and Proset Dibs together. Then we have a part where ADW4 kills some of his droids. Then he talks with General Grievous, like through a hologram transmission, and that's pretty much, General Grievous is featured very little in this comic series, just through a hologram transmission is pretty much what we see General Grievous in this comic series. Then we see Mace Windu and Rissa go in a forest, because they're planning to head back to the ship. Then Kit Fisto and Proset are in the cave. Then they all meet back up at the ship, and then Mace Windu and Rissa tell Kit Fisto and Proset Dibs that they located the enemy stronghold. Then there's a bit where Proset gets mad at Mace Windu, and then he thinks there's a bit where Proset thinks he's lying, and how the Jedi Council is using them as pawns. And then we see Mace Windu and Proset engage in a lightsaber fight. Then there's a bit where we get a flashback of Mace Windu and his master Sislin Mur on the planet Mathis. And then when we get to see the flashback of Mace Windu, we actually see a young Mace Windu, and he has hair, which is kind of something. You see him with hair, and he has a Padawan braid. And then we continue on with Mace Windu and Dibs fighting. Then we get more of young Mace in a flashback. Then there's a part where we see a young Mace in anger, where he's kind of pointing his lightsaber at someone, and then his master tells him that's not the way. And then we go to present day to get more of Mace versus Proset. Then they capture Proset, and then continue on with their mission. And then the Jedi encounter more droids. Then we get more of Mace Windu versus ADW4. Then Mace defeats ADW4. Then they return to Coruscant. They inform the Council and bring Proset Dibs to them. And then at the end, we see Mace Windu telling Rissa that they have to fight. And that is pretty much a rundown of this story and my thoughts on this comic. I thought it was it was a solid, good comic series, and I definitely would recommend it. And it was, even if you're a Mace Windu fan, I definitely pick up this comic. And that's pretty much all I gotta say with this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video. Bye.